All right, today we need to gather a few items before we return to Riften and speak with Maven Blackbriar. Good morning. I'll also probably let her stay here.
I'm right behind you. You'll be all right on your own?
Absolutely.
Good luck to you.
Well, thank you. And if Miol is anywheres around... I don't know if Miol is in there. I don't think I see her. I don't quite see her. There she is. Good morning.
Good to see you again. I'm right behind you.
That's the attitude.
Wow. You really gotta hand it to the Divines. Nirn truly is beautiful. Miles better than Cold Harbor, that's for sure.
Yep, another wonderful morning. All right, so we need to go for our first item right here to Ivarstead.
While I don't like Riften, the rift is truly something else. Just look at these leaves. You don't typically see anything like them anywhere else in Skyrim.
And this is incredibly hazy. All right, watch yourself. We've got a little spider in the back.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance. Through my
Where do we
travels,
need to
I've
go
found that
here?
Empathy and friendship can be as powerful as any weapon. The Imperials think we need their laws.
Absolutely,
I've
we
faced many
don't.
dangers on my path, but they only fuel my will to persevere.
That is locked. Shall we pass a few minutes? What time is it? Oh, they ought to definitely be open. Or maybe not. Who knows? Oh, am I going to have to do a little breaking and entering? All right, we're out. Man, that is awfully incredibly hazy. So the next location we need to go for an item.
Hear my prayers, son of Akatosh, and grant peace to these...
I had expected Ysgramor's city to be bigger.
Yeah, well, I
This
take
is
it
the
you're
first time I've
disappointed.
set foot in Windhelm. What a
Really?
dreary
There's
place.
no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that.
I'll be fine.
Master, you're far too old for this sort of journey. We don't know what's inside.
I can... just...
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
Oh, if there was a tonic that could help me, I would have found it by now.
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him.
Everything all right?
I'll never have Master Nurelian's skill with potions.
And why do you work for Nurelian?
Are you kidding? I came all the way from Cyrodiil just to work with him. He's not the best teacher, but just watching him, I've learned so much. Until next time.
Canyon and the open sky is my guide.
Alchemy is simple. Unless, of course, you are simple. Then, I can't help you.
Nurelian?
Must you bother me now? I've almost figured out where it is.
Yeah, what were you arguing about?
Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the White Phial, but this doting busybody won't let me get it.
Well, if you tell me where it is, perhaps we could get it for you.
You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Coralmill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Coralmill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach its resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here.
Why is the file so important to you?
I've spent my entire life searching for it. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the file. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. And now it's within my grasp.
Adventuring isn't just about treasure.
But the Eight, it seems,
It's also about making a difference.
have chosen me for their amusement. For in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it.
So what exactly is the White Phial?
A legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the phial will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry.
Nice.
Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the phial, you fool!
Easy, easy. And before we head out, there is a young woman that I'd like to speak to. If I can find her, that is. And spend a little bit of money. I guess I could
This must be that
quickly
beautiful
check.
Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Yes.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I've got a clean mug
I
around here.
told you, my
somewhere.
friend. I'm not going on another wild goat chase.
And I'm telling you, Torvald, this time I know exactly
Barkeep,
what it is.
I'd like a
We'd be
drink.
fools not
Of
to
course.
go after it.
Thanks.
That's what you said the last time, and the time before that. Besides, even if we found the treasure, at my age, I wouldn't have time to spend it.
Spend it? Since when has this been about the money? We aren't merchants. We're treasure hunters. Maybe you've forgotten that.
No, I haven't. But you seem to have forgotten. I've had neck problems ever since we got ambushed by those ice wraiths. We barely made it out alive that time. How do you expect to survive this time round?
I've already thought of that. We just bring more potions.
And where do we get them? The file? Why, Stoon, have you seen their prices? We'd be better off dealing with the wraiths. At least then I won't lose an arm and a leg.
Yeah, but the alchemy table can be used for free.
You're an alchemist. And I'm Ivarstead.
You know, even an age-old vampire can appreciate a
Follow me
quiet
the
place to
store.
unwind.
You'll see.
Oh boy, this ought to be good.
Well, doing a little eavesdropping.
Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous.
Oh, you're going to get some money, all right.
I hope the wind dies down a bit before tonight. Hard when you've got to sleep outside. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you.
I told you. I guess if I make it to, I don't know, maybe, I was thinking 40 perhaps. We'll see how the prices go. A little bit more. Now she's getting expensive. There we go. 50 will do.
The divine smile on a charitable soul.
You are definitely rich right now, woman. So I could place poisons. Gold is easier. This right here is definitely nice. That requires 60. That'll do.
Yes?
And these gentlemen that was talking.
Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Nice.
Every night, I walk around a Grey Quarter and let them greyskins know what I think of them.
Yep, I haven't forgotten about you.
Sorry, but they're not looking to hire any more crew right now.
Oh, that's too bad. All right, nice. Now our last item that we need to acquire. Our last item is right here.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Well, you know you can't resist.
The frozen hearth. For one of the only remaining buildings in Winterhold, it sure looks all right.
You mean we're going to stop here and you're not going to grab a drink? Well, while we're here, let's go ahead and see if we can't step on into the college real quickly and see if we can't learn something.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. It's been a
Nice.
pleasure.
Yes, ma'am, as always. It must be cold.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first...
Ever since we've been going here, I've always wondered how things compared to the Mages Guild. Are they largely the same? Or do they differ in a lot of ways?
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability.
So, this must be the main classroom for the college. Kind of expected more tables and chairs, to be honest. But at least no one's going to be dozing off in class now.
Please, please. This is exactly
Little
what I'm
Miss
talking
Center
about.
of Attention.
Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
I'd say safety should be more important than anything, sir.
Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Oh, don't listen to him. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells?
Yeah, I believe I already know one, and I know how to use it.
Well, then this should be no problem at all for you. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up.
All right, if I can find it.
There's so much magicka that I can feel here. It's great.
I'm glad you like it. Are you ready, sir?
You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you.
Are you good? Are you
Over
ready?
there, please, just opposite me.
I'm
Wouldn't
ready.
want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up.
All right.
Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
All right, sounds like fun.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
Well, that's too bad. You surely could be
I must
enlightened.
strive to be better.
College is a bit of an oddity in Skyrim. Magic isn't something that's looked upon fondly.
Sometimes I can't help but think if the best I can do is to not disappoint.
I love it here. There's just so much knowledge.
Cesargo continues to struggle with wards. You have time to practice?
Maybe later. I'm sort of busy now.
Cesargo understands. You hesitate because you know Cesargo will be better than you. Very well.
Do you have a moment to talk? It's about Sarthal.
Sure.
If I'm seeing things right, you are a very fresh student here. You've finished your very first lesson, and now they're asking you to delve deep into a Nordic ruin? It seems a bit much, if you ask me.
I don't see anything wrong with it. It makes learning more engaging for sure.
That may be true, but consider this. You're an experienced adventurer, even if you're just starting your formal studies in Skyrim. If you got into a fight, if not for your magic, you'd still find some way to come out on top. Look at the other students here. I don't think many of them have even adventured before. Worst case, they may end up getting hurt and killed, all just for some jaunt to discover various applications of magic throughout history or whatever. Just be careful, and let's try to look out for these other people as well.
Yes?
Well, that is kindly.
The architecture of this college, it's not as run down as many people make it out to be.
Thinking of the other students? Nice. All right, let's go back towards Riften and see what time of day it's going to be.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Kind of feeling a little uneasy here. Everyone just seems so reserved. But not in a good way.
What time is it? Oh, it is very early. Nice moves.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Man, you want to talk about a couple extremely gloomy days. Sir?
Any luck with Sapphire?
Absolutely. You're no longer in debt with Sapphire.
By the 8. You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore.
Invisibility. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Nice outfit. At least you'll keep up.
Man, it is incredibly gloomy.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
Or something like that.
Yes?
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages in a burial crypt. No good can come of that.
Well, that's where I'm supposed to go.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Ma'am?
I know you. Where was it?
To travel about the city.
Oh,
Prepare an escort, please.
you were getting something for me.
But I strongly recommend
You're right, and I have all of your items.
Items? What items? Let me see those.
Milady, there could be agents of the
I'm
Empire
not sure
looking
how
for
you
an
managed
opportunity
it, but
like
these
that.
are exactly what I need to start my
Are you
next
willing
set
to
of
take that
experiments.
risk?
Wonderful.
Of course, you're right.
Well,
I'll
at
stay
least
here for
allow
now.
me to reward you for your uncanny foresight.
Foresight? Call to arms? Harmony? Bane of the undead.
And Uriel, would you please stop
And
declaring
mass
that the city is
paralysis.
safe for the Jarl to roam? You and I both know
Mayhem?
it isn't true.
I would never knowingly place
That's
my
quite a lot of
You
scrolls.
know that, too.
Huh. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
I trust you. I'm just concerned about her safety, that's all. Don't be angry with
And
me.
you have 500, so you will also make a profit. Yep. Well, look at my gold done dwindled way down.
Be careful out there.
What is it now, you sweet talker?
Tell you what, lover.
What do you need,
In
my
my
friend?
chambers later and we can discuss the situation in private.
Out of my way.
Wow.
The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation with travelers.
Chill out, son. Well, you could almost cut the air with a knife. It's so...
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
so
Working
hazy.
at the Riften fishery is tough,
Hi, Maurice.
but it
How
puts
are
some
you today?
coin in my pocket.
I'm well. How are things over at the stables? Old Hofgrir giving you a hard time?
No, he's fine. Look, I wanted to ask if you'd like to, like to have a drink with me at the Bee and Barb sometime?
Chandra, that's so sweet.
Rare trinkets
love
and the
to.
finest oddities from Morrowind.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
I've come to warn you that the Thieves' Guild seems to be back to its old...
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
All right, Maven is...
You have a kind heart. Much too kind for Riften.
Oh, you remember the favor. Maven?
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive.
Actually, how about we skip the chit-chat and get down to business? What do you want, Maven?
You're a firebrand, aren't you? It's about time Brynjolf sent me someone with business sense. I was beginning to think he was running some sort of beggars guild over there.
You have no faith in the guild.
Faith? I don't have faith in anyone. All I care about is cause and effect. Did the job get done, and was it done correctly? There's no gray area.
A city of corruption and crimes. Every moment of being here makes me wish I had done more.
All right, well, you won't have that problem with us.
I hope not. This is an important job. I have a competitor called Honningbrew Meadery that I want to put out of business. I also want to know how they managed to get the place up and running so quickly.
Because they're good. But where do I begin?
Head to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and look for Malus Macius. He'll fill you in on all the details.
Your name carries weight in Riften, from what I see.
Of course. Nothing gets done without my approval in this city. I have the Jarl's ear, and the guards in my pocket. Anyone makes trouble for me, and I pay a visit to the Thieves' Guild. Make me angry, and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
Ma'am?
One more time, in case I wasn't clear. You butcher this job, and you will be sorry.
So pleased to see you.
I just need to size you up. That way...
Shouldn't you be on your way to Whiterun?
That way I have a nice, comfortable location for you later on.
Greetings, honored friend.
Well, thank you, sir. You'd be good to listen to this gentleman. All right, ladies. What do you have to say?
These people seem nervous, which makes me nervous.
Don't be nervous. Maven, huh? All right, I do believe.
Need something?
No, sir.
Whiterun's truly a curious city. It feels so open.
All right.
A few septims for my supper is all I ask.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Well, the way the weather was
Malus
earlier.
is teaching me everything he knows about brewing. Hopefully, I could take over his position someday.
Hopefully. I was expecting it to rain, and sure enough, it did.
Make it quick.
Can't a man drink in peace?
Cat who pretends to be a dog. All right.
Through my
Can't a man drink in
empathy and
peace?
friendship can be as powerful as any weapon.
Excuse me, Malice? Maven said you're expecting me.
I'm gonna keep this short because we've got a lot to do. Honningbrews owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's captain of the guard, and we're going to poison the mead.
You have the poison.
No, that's the beauty of the whole plan. We're going to get Sabjorn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem, and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well. You know what I mean?
And how do I fit in?
You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat.
Clever, I suppose. Manipulative and underhanded, but clever.
Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain and hires someone else to do the dirty work.
And why are you doing this?
I made the mistake of borrowing coin from Sabjorn. He's allowing me to pay it back, but he's working my fingers to the bone. He treats me like a slave. I have to do every nasty, dirty job in the meadery.
Well, there's more to this than just a debt, isn't there?
If this plan works, not only is my debt gone, but I'll be set up for life. Maven and I worked out a little deal. If Sabjorn ends up in jail, she's gonna take over his meadery. And guess who gets to run the Blackbriar Meadery in Whiterun? You're looking at him.
Why bother poisoning the nest for Sabjorn?
Once Sabjorn is out of the way, Maven has plans for the place. One way or another, we don't want the pests coming back. Consider it just more of the dirty work. I did my part getting them in there. Now you need to clear them out. Remember, Sabjorn will be needing a helping hand. Make it look good.
The Bannered Mayor. Always a solid choice.
Well, thank you.
You're supposed to be at the meadery.
All that clever work, and I'm about to foil your plan.
Yes?
Yes?
I ain't asking for much, just a few seconds.
Still extremely beautiful. It's always a welcoming sight to come back here to Whiterun.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I got this from a pretty excited-looking dark elf around Raven Rock. He said it was important I got it to you as soon as I could. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Nice. A reason for us to spend even more money. And I am curious. So we're at 70. That requires 75. Well, I could find more golden chests. I can't complain about that. Able to pick locks without being noticed. Why not? I don't know that that's totally necessary, but sure. Oh, greater special treasure is always nice. That sounds good. I think we need to do a little bit more lock picking.
The greatest treasures are the friendships forged along the way.
On the light.
Adventuring isn't just about treasure and glory. It's also about making a difference. Every encounter is an opportunity to inspire others.
That's why I like having you around, Mule. Good-spirited.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here?
I see. Is something wrong?
Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Honningbrew Reserve for the captain of the guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined.
If you'll take my advice, I'd suggest you cancel the tasting.
Huh?
My hands are tied right now, but let's just say we have a common enemy.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it, but later. As for the vermin, I might be able to help.
Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, would you? I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job's done.
That's the only way I operate.
Oh, very well. Here's half. You'll get the rest when the job's done. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is completely destroyed.
How do I permanently clear the vermin?
I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy good-for-nothing assistant Malice handle it, but he seems to have vanished. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back.
You've got a deal.
Don't come back until every one of those things are dead.
You mentioned someone named Malice.
Malice is the best deal I've ever made. Lent him a bit of gold some time ago I knew he'd never be able to pay back. Nothing like free labor to make operating costs cheaper.
Perhaps you should cut him loose. He is getting pretty resentful.
I understand. Now I've got to clean up this mess.
All right.
So what's next for our adventures?
Well, vermin. And speaking of which,
First blood.
oh, you're not the only one.
Headshot.
This better be important. What is it now? Can't it wait?
Headshot.
You're mine!
Double kill.
I'm sorry, but you left me with no choice.
Killing spree.
Wasn't there another? Or am I mistaken?
Shh. Shouldn't we be quiet?
Perhaps there wasn't. Oh, how'd you get in the bushes?
What is it?
I certainly would not like our cover to be blown.
Two spiders. 3.
Double kill. Another
4.
day, another
Multi-kill.
Mega kill. Ultra
That's how a true Nord fights.
Rampage!
Oh, Serana's already brought one up. Ooh, bear trap. Another. Watch the spiky bits.
Headshot.
Double kill.
Weapons up. I sense something.
Headshot.
There's an awful lot of skeeters. All right, you got it.
You're as good as dead.
Run. I don't mind.
Nice mule.
Death is highly overrated. That's all you've got.
Good night, last of them.
Hamlin? All right, backtrack just briefly. Nice, excellent.
Nice job. Anything good?
Gold. And he had a journal. Let's take a look. Oh, I also got the letter. Have run into some unexpected difficulties. "10 years of ridicule." imprisonment, exile. Army of skeevers, huh? Apparently, they drove him over the edge. That's a couple arrows back.
With every sunset that paints the sky, I am reminded of the beauty that exists in this vast land.
Just in case there's more. So apparently we still have to poison the brew. All right, so we have to return to him. Do we really have to go all the way back?
Well, that's done. I guess we'll know if Malice's schemes worked soon enough.
Yes, we will. I find it hard to believe that we have to go all the way back. That does not seem right. Maybe there's a chance. Just gold.
So, what's inside?
Just gold. I was hoping it would be a key. Requires a key to open. What a shame, unless I'm totally missing it. No quick access door. All right. Make the journey. That wasn't too bad.
I can't wait to see Sabjorn squirm.
Yeah. Yeah, there's things we can't wait for either.
Was something we discussed unclear?
Sir? Job's done. You can taste the mead, but you're better off just trusting me.
Okay, just this once.
I've done you a favor. I need one in return.
Yes, I haven't got all day.
How can you compete with Blackbriar Meadery?
Maven Blackbriar's gone out of her way to try and have me shut down. But fortunately, I have a good relationship with Whiterun's Jarl. Every year I sell more Honningbrew, and Maven loses customers. Know why? My mead tastes better.
Must have taken a fortune to get started though, right?
Well, yes. I mean, all of the gold didn't come from me. I have a silent partner that helped me with the finances.
Oh? Who would that be?
Silent means I don't tell, and it's none of your business.
No, we need to know.
Okay, you've talked me into it.
I saw you do that, you know. That's a dangerous game you're playing.
Yeah? I did my part. The mead's poison. It's not my fault. If he found out.
You expect me to believe that?
On the other hand, you're off the hook. Feel free to run off to Maven.
I don't have to take this from the likes of you. Go! You're not wanted here! I saw you do that, you know. That's a dangerous game you're playing.
It's a beautiful night sky. All right, what are they expecting? Got all those quests. Okay, we have to search a dresser.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
And his dresser is...
I saw you do that, you know. That's a dangerous game you're playing.
All right, promissory note. Alright, so it just has a symbol, huh? Well, we can't just take. They are asking for us to now return to Maven.
Of all things, I didn't expect a madman to be hiding under the main brewery. Did Malice know about this?
I'm not totally sure.
Kind of feeling a little uneasy here. Everyone just seems so reserved, but not in a good way.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
All right, down there?
Yes.
The caravan Khajiit think the guard racist, but they simply haven't paid the gate fee. That is how Riften works.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Damn faithless Imperials. Every one of them.
Oh, low down in the bean barb.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks.
Drink up, my boy.
Imagine
Drink
that.
to those who have fallen. May their souls find their way to Sovngarde.
Take it easy, Father. You're making a scene.
I'll rest easy when we've driven every last Imperial pig back across the Gerald Mountains. Now do me the honor I deserve as your father, and drink up!
Yes, Father.
And there she is.
I trust you have good news for me?
Maven? Looks like Shabjorn canceled the tasting. And he cut Malice off too. Whoops.
You're a firebrand, aren't you? Is that confidence I hear? Or is it arrogance? Strange how often they're confused.
Hey, I did my job correctly too. No gray area.
The only thing keeping me from having you killed is Brynjolf. He stepped in and made amends. At least you remembered to bring me the information I requested. Give me that. This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol.
I've seen that symbol before.
Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves' Guild immediately.
How did you become allied with the Thieves' Guild?
The Blackbriar family has always been allied with the Guild. Our connections with the Empire and within Skyrim make for a perfect fit. I dare say the Guild owes its survival as much to my family as it does to its own people. I believe we're done.
You know, even an age-old vampire can appreciate a quiet place to unwind.
Well, you just relax, Serana. All right, let's quickly head down just to see what they have to say about this situation. And I should have taken the shortcut. Yeah?
Ah, you made it. Good to see you, my friend. I'll never forget how you saved my life from those Thalmor maniacs.
Oh, I remember you. I'm glad to see you made it.
Good evening.
Although you really jumped in head first with that troll.
Yes?
Make sure that this is highlighted. Yes. It shows him being here.
I warned you not to cross, Maven. If I hadn't stepped in and paid amends, you'd be... well, I think you know.
Someone has to remind her we're the Thieves Guild, not her lapdogs. I got the information and that's what matters.
Aye, you've got a point there. I suppose it's not a total loss then. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild?
I did. The same symbol from Golden Glow was involved.
Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild.
Is there anything we can do?
Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Oh, I'm sure he'll have plenty of chances to become even angrier. Training chest. Gotcha. Will that boost up our skill? Let's try one. Oh, that is so close. Nope, lower. Oh, come on now. Now I'm wondering exactly where I was. Where was I? I thought it was here. Well, that does look closer. Oh, that is so close. Hey, I thought it was just practice. Yeah, I was thinking that it was just practice. Well, now I have to do the rest. Nope. I'm glad I did it. $71 and close to becoming 72.
You seem to be a bit closer to Brynjolf than the rest of us.
You wish to speak with me?
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol.
I found the same marking at Honningbrew Meadery.
It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever.
You admire them now.
They're well funded, and they've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly.
So how can we make them pay if we don't know who they are?
Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullum.
Where do we begin?
Gullum is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
Well, I guess if he has more information.
I can't believe Gullum mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands.
Right?
Don't get me wrong. He could scam a beggar out of his last septim. But he's no mastermind.
Think he'll give me trouble?
Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you.
So how do I get him to talk then?
You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullum, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage.
Betrayal or not, I won't kill him, Brynjolf. Maybe he can pay us back somehow.
I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gullum's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot.
If I get the information, what then?
Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gullum holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well.
And how is he an asset to the guild?
Gullum works in the East Empire Company warehouse. He helps maintain all of the shipments of goods that goes in and out of Solitude. That means he has the pick of the litter from some of the finest goods to grace Skyrim's shores. He isn't exactly in the guild, but he pays us a cut of all the stuff he lifts from the warehouse.
Do you think he'll give me trouble?
There are thieves, and then there is Gullum. No honor, no code at all. He'd shake your hand and stab you in the back at the same time. The cut he's supposed to provide the guild has dwindled as of late. He says pickings in the warehouse are slim, but I'm certain he's lying. Keep your eyes on him. He's quite crafty. Good luck in solitude. Keep Golemai alive, but remind him who we are.
All right, that's enough information for me.
So this Gullum A is our next lead. But why would anyone want to act out against the Thieves Guild now? We're practically powerless. The Thieves Guild doesn't have any real influence outside Riften.
I don't know. I suppose we'll find out. And just in case one of those skeevers got us infected. Just in time for morning. I'm definitely going to have a large surplus of ingredients.
Wow. You really gotta hand it to the Divines. Nirn truly is beautiful. Miles better than Cold Harbor, that's for sure.
Riverwood may be a humble town, but it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen.
Meal, me and you are going to get along excellent, because I agree. And while we're at it, make sure we have enough. I'd imagine maybe perhaps we'll continue on with the Thieves Guild. But we did receive the letter, so back in Solstein, I would like, so long as I've got the money, to visit that dig site and help him continue. All right, what do we have? I imagine we have a lot of potions by now. 39 frostbite, really? I don't know if we need that many cure disease. Or extreme healing. Wow, 43 of those. All right. Like I said, perhaps maybe we'll continue on with the Thieves Guild. But do we stop over at Solstein quickly at the dig site first. That sounds like the ideal situation.
Even I can get tired every now and then. Finally, a place to just relax.
I agree. But we'll make our decision up, and until then, I shall see you in the next episode.